deep one. You bet! Caitlin Clark!
Clark, they said she has redefined what a good shot is. Look.
You understand what's definitely captivating approximately basketball? It's no longer pretty much who ratings the most factors or who receives the most rebounds. It's about rivalries. And proper now, there's one rivalry that's making waves in women's basketball: Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. These are on all of us radar. Now, not just for what they do on the courtroom, but for what they constitute. But if we're speak me approximately dominance within the league, whose simply were given the threshold? Let's wreck it down. When you consider elite scoring in basketball, Caitlin Clark must be one of the first names that pops up. Her potential to attain from almost everywhere at the court is what makes her so lethal. In the 2023 NCAA season, she averaged 31.7 factors in step with sport, an outrageous quantity for any player, not to mention a university athlete. Her ability to hit deep three suggestions, frequently from NBA range, changes how defenses approach her. She's shooting an outstanding 33.9% from beyond the arc, and her variety forces warring parties to stretch out their defense, giving her group extra space to operate. Clark's scoring persisted to impress as she moved into the WNBA, where she's currently averaging 19.1 factors in line with sport.
Great job here in Phoenix, so I'm having fun. It's definitely hot.
She's proven that her university fulfillment wasn't a fluke, and is proving to be a regular scoring risk in the professional league. What makes her so difficult to defend isn't just her shooting, it's her ability to create her very own shot. Whether it is pulling up from three, weaving through defenders for a layup, or drawing fouls, Clark knows a way to get her points in quite a few ways. Angel Reese, on the other hand, isn't always the equal form of scorer as Clark, but that doesn't mean she isn't powerful. Reese's offensive recreation revolves around her potential to dominate within the paint. In the WNBA, she's averaging 13.6 factors in line with game, which may additionally appear lower than Clark's numbers. However, Reese plays a distinctive position. Her scoring comes more from positioning, electricity, and finishing across the rim. She uses her physicality to bully defenders inside, and her points are frequently high-percent photographs close to the basket. While she doesn't have Clark's three-factor variety,
it all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now.
She doesn't need it. Reese is all approximately efficiency, specifically inside the publish, and her role is greater approximately securing clean points inner. Here's the real query. Do you decide on a participant like Clark who can light it up from everywhere on the court docket? Or do you value a player like Reese who can manipulate the paint and score efficiently inside? When it involves defense, Angel Reese is in a league of her personal. Her rebounding ability is unmatched, especially for her size and position. Averaging an amazing 13.1 rebounds according to Recreation, she's no longer just grabbing rebounds, she's leading the WNBA on this category. That sort of dominance at the boards can completely trade the outcome of a Recreation. Reese is relentless with regards to securing protective rebounds, frequently giving her team critical second chances. And it's now not just protecting rebounds, she's also a force on the offensive forums, averaging over 5 offensive rebounds in keeping with game. That means she's giving her team more than one possibilities to attain, something few gamers can do as continually. Her protecting competencies cross past simply rebounds. Reese is also great at defending the put-up and makes use of her size and energy to make existence tough for opposing players.
I mean, the future, we're going to be playing with each other a lot. Hopefully in 4 years we can be Olympians together. So.
Her bodily presence by myself is enough to deter many players from using to the basket. Now, Caitlin Clark isn't known for her defense inside the equal manner. However, she's no slouch. She's more of a perimeter defender, the use of her short palms and instincts to average 1.3 steals per sport. While she's no longer crashing the boards or blockading pictures like Reese, Clark's ability to disrupt passing lanes and create turnovers is an underrated element of her recreation, and allows not neglect. Turnovers cause fast breaks, which regularly bring about smooth factors for a participant like Clark, who excels in transition. If defense is your priority, Reese's capability to manipulate the paint and dominate the boards is 2D to none. But if you're looking for a shield who can pickpocket combatants and turn defense into offense, Clark's your choose.
How's your first All-Star game experience been so far?
It's pretty fun. I think it's a great atmosphere.
Scoring and protection apart, leadership and playmaking are frequently the invisible elements that decide video games. and Caitlin Clark's management is as visible as her scoring capability. She's not only a shooter, she's a real floor trendy. With 8.4 assists in keeping with recreation, Clark is always looking for her teammates, making them better with pinpoint passes and amazing court docket, imaginative and prescient. Her potential to create scoring opportunities for others is what makes her the coronary heart of her crew. Whether it's a no-appearance bypass, threading the needle between defenders, or main the fast ruin, Clark can do it all. When she's at the court docket, the whole crew runs through her. Angel Reese's management is a little special. She's not going to rack up assists like Clark, however, her management comes within the form of longevity and placing the tone defensively. With 1.9 assists in line with game, her attention isn't on distributing the ball, however more on main by instance. She controls the pace along with her rebounding and interior play, and her teammates recognize they can depend on her to smooth up any ignored photographs or secure key defensive stops. Her emotional leadership also plays a big position while she's hyped. The complete group feeds off that electricity. The playmaking aspect sincerely goes to Clark, however, Reese's leadership through defense and rebounding is simply as impactful.
We compete, so we wanted to compete too, so oh my goodness.
Now, permits speak about the moments that absolutely outline a competition. Both Clark and Reese have had a few exceptional performances in their careers. Remember the 2023 NCAA championship sport? Angel Reese led LSU to victory with a double-double of 15 factors and 10 rebounds. That overall performance secured LSU's first-ever countrywide name, but despite the fact that Reese's crew received, Caitlin Clark wasn't quiet in that recreation. Both she dropped 30 factors and nailed 8 3 recommendations. That game, no longer simplest, showcased each gamer's capabilities but also marked the start in their heated rivalry. Fast forward to 2024, and Clark were given her revenge. In the Elite Eight, Clark introduced a jaw-dropping 41 factors with 12 assists, leading Iowa to the Final Four and ultimately getting the win over Reese's LSU. Reese nevertheless had a strong overall performance with 17 points and 20 rebounds. However, it became Clark's moment to polish on the most important stage. Both players have had moments in which they've outshone every different, but Clark's capacity to step up in crucial video games, especially when she dropped 41 points in a tournament game, is unforgettable. That's the stuff of legends. When it comes to character popularity, Caitlin Clark has been stacking up accolades like few others. She's received Rookie of the Year in the WNBA and became the best ever main scorer in NCAA records. These awards aren't simply because of her scoring capability, but her all-around game.
But other than that, it's been good.
How have you felt about...
She's damaged statistics left and proper, and her name is already inside the records books in spite of being early in her season career. Angel Reese, while no longer as dominant in scoring, has made her mark in different methods. She set the WNBA record for consecutive double-doubles with 15 straight games, a feat that speaks to her consistency and effect on each recreation she plays. Reese's record-putting performances in rebounding make her one of the most respected forwards inside the league. Clark's awards recognition on her scoring, at the same time as Reese's recognition, revolves around her defensive and rebounding prowess. Both gamers are trailblazers, just in special approaches. Off the court, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are making waves too. Both have emerged as essential players in the NIL, name, image, and likeness landscape, with hundreds of thousands of social media followers and money-making logo deals. But with regards to natural numbers, Reese leads the way. We're given 2.7 million Instagram fans, in comparison to Clark's 1.2 million. This type of following is uncommon for ladies' basketball gamers and opens doors to massive opportunities, no longer simply in basketball but past. Reese's bold and unapologetic persona, as seen in her famous "you couldn't see me" gesture at some point of the 2023 NCAA championship, has made her a cultural icon. Meanwhile, Clark's no-nonsense competitive attitude has made her a fan favorite for purists of the sport. Both gamers are main the manner in converting the general public notion of women's basketball, taking the game to new heights. So what does the future preserve for these two stars? Caitlin Clark has the capability to turn out to be one of the finest scorers in basketball records. Her capturing capacity, mixed along with her playmaking capabilities, makes her a destiny celeb inside the WNBA. If she maintains on this direction, we could be searching at one of the all-time greats. Angel Reese's destiny is simply as shiny, however in a specific manner.
I'm excited. I'm going to Paris, so I'm going to be able to go and just get some time away.
With her size, rebounding potential, and defense, she ought to become one of the maximum dominant forwards the game has ever seen. If she improves her scoring efficiency, there's no telling how a ways she can move. Who do you believe you studied has the threshold in the long run? Clark's all-round brilliance or Reese's dominant interior game? At the cease of the day, the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese debate isn't just about who rankings greater or who gets greater rebounds. It's approximately what form of participant you feed greater. Clark's capacity to score from anywhere and lead the team with her passing is unequaled. But Reese's rebounding, protection, and leadership in the paint make her a pressure to be reckoned with. So who's better? That's as much as you. Drop your mind in the feedback beneath, and don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. End of direction, tap the bell icon so that you by no means omit and replace. Thanks for watching.